Hi, this is Ryan from Spyker Workshop, and in this video I'm going to be covering different electronics options for the new Spyker Cat 2X and the snowblower. It's 5 separate products. Each one of these piles is a separate thing that I'm selling. I'm splitting them all up because not everyone will be using certain things, depending on what you guys want to do. So this stuff here is the electronics package for the Cat itself to get running. It would come with 2 motors, also 2 high-powered speed controllers for the motors, a voltage meter, power switch, Dean's connectors, and wires, and a light kit for the hull. And also keep in mind that these electronics I'll be selling in 2 different versions. I'll be selling a kit electronics just like this, where you will wire them up yourself, and this option will be a lot cheaper. But I'll also be offering for each one of these a version that is ready to run or ready to install, where everything is pre-wired and you get like pre-wired harnesses and everything, so you don't actually have to do any soldering. But the option is here for you to solder it to save money on this stuff. And these motors in the Cat version both of these motors are meant to be run up to 36 volts. And then the snowblower itself will have its own electronics package here. And this will come with a 1 horsepower electric motor with some wire for the power, Dean's plugs, extension wires for the servos, and it will come with a stock plastic servo and a metal geared servo that is 360 degrees. And then also forgot to put in here a mini speed controller, and this will control the 360 servo without it wandering, kind of like the mini Cats did. And then also a more powerful speed controller than the Cat comes with to control the more power-hungry motor. And then, depending on your application, some people might just be buying the snowblower from me and not my snowcat. So the option is there to buy just the snowblower stuff. And then this upgrade or electronics package is how you would control the snowblower from the snowcat, the Spyker Cat 2X. And this uses an actuator to raise and lower the snowblower. So this electronics kit comes with a power converter, because all this stuff runs on like 12 volts. So this power converter steps down 36 volts, which is what the Spyker Cat uses, and then it will allow you to use a speed controller to control the actuator. And then there's also some limit switches to get the blower to be adjustable in the height. We're actually going to be rewiring the inside of this to move, because this thing has limit switches inside of it. That's how these come when you buy them. But we're going to be removing them and adding our own limit switches externally, so you can adjust when the snowblower will stop lowering and stop raising to avoid, damaging the machine. And if you buy the kit from me, I'll have a wiring diagram of how you do that. Or if you buy the ready-to-go electronics from me, you won't have to do any of that, and it will come completely done. And then this is an optional upgrade. I am waiting on this circuit board in the mail. It's one that I designed. It is a power distribution board. So it will save you from like connecting all these systems together and having like a big clump of power wires with just big heat shrink tubing on it. So what this board does is each one of these power systems you will plug into this board, like for the ESCs for the Spyker Cat, snowblower ESC, and then the power out to this regulator, and then the regulator 12 volt power comes back into the board here, and then it can distribute a 12 volt line back out to the speed controller and lights, and this board has all sorts of functions. And then also it has two main power inputs, so you can run two separate battery packs, which is how I run mine. And then there's also a separate 5 volt circuit here where it just distributes the power, you know, if you want 5 volt lights. It's basically like an expansion board just for a cleaner wire layout. But I'll be definitely making a separate video just on this board once I get it in the mail. But it also has fuse holders, so you can protect all your systems with automotive fuses and stuff. I should also mention that this board, if you order the CAT electronics from me as a ready to plug in, like fully wired together, this will come with that package, because I'll be using this board to, you know, make that ready to plug in. And then also, if you order the mini Spyker CAT electronics from me ready to go, this will be included in that also. But I'll be selling this separately because you could use this board on like any RC thing. It's like a general purpose, just spread the power out to many different systems board, you know. And then the last thing is I will not be selling batteries just because they're so easy to get anywhere you are. But I will be selling just a simple kit that has battery tray printed parts, and they're meant to hold these in place in the CAT. And you'll get a roll of sticky tape too, because it just holds these in place. That's really all these need to stay in the hull. And they only fit these 12 volt, 12 amp hour batteries, but they're extremely common and they're all like the exact same size. So yeah, this video was just kind of like an overview of all the systems, and I will be going into great depth on how to wire each one of these. Like, I'll be showing on camera how you can put all these, or, you know, solder them all up and use them. So this was just kind of like an overview to show you what products there are and why I split them up the way I did. So hopefully this clears up some of that. And then check the links and stuff below. I'll link each one, because I might split them up into each product into a separate video. Probably just be easier to do that. So yeah, stay up to date with the latest videos on my channel and stuff, and thanks for watching.